Hey guys, Corina here, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things my husband and I have purchased or purchase to save us money. So this is kind of a controversial idea, I think, especially if you're getting into budgeting and you're focused on paying off debt and just really tightening down like what you're paying for and what you're purchasing. But truly there are specific items that I know we have purchased and that other people have purchased that do save you money in the long run. So they are investment items, and not necessarily super expensive investments, but they're things that really will help you and improve your quality of life, I guess you could say, but also to make it easier and help you to save some money. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've seen this video floating around YouTube and from some of my favorite financial gurus and like debt expert people. So I thought I would share what our 5 things are, and first thing I'm going to start with is actually in my cup here is coffee. So it's actually our Keurig, and my husband doesn't drink coffee, but I drink it like it's air, pretty much. So I love it because I'm able to use our Keurig every day. It saves me from wanting to go to Starbucks or from going to Starbucks. I still want to go often. You know, Starbucks or Dutch Brothers or any convenient coffee run place like that. It saves me from having to go there in the morning, like on my way to work, or if we're running out to do something. And one example is today we actually went to confession time. We went to a movie today, and one thing that we do sometimes when we go to the movies is sneak in food. So this morning we went to a morning show and we went and got breakfast. But before we left, I made some coffee in our Keurig. I stuck it in the freezer for a little bit, and I was able to take it and have like iced coffee in the theater while we watched our movie and ate some breakfast. So totally confession. But anyway, the Keurig is awesome and it does save us a lot. And I found that the most reasonable way to use the Keurig is with reusable coffee pods. So let me show you what those are. Alright guys, so here's an example of the little reusable coffee pod. It's like plastic and aluminum, I guess it is, or something like that. I haven't really actually looked at what it's actually made of. But what I do is I just take bagged coffee or like ground coffee that you can buy at any grocery store. I like to get some at TJ Maxx that are like fun flavors or Home Goods. This one is from Home Goods. It's Caramel Nut Delight. It's actually one of my favorite flavored coffees. But I just pour this guy into my little reusable K-cup here, and then you're not having to purchase K-cups often. They're super expensive and they're just not worth it. You can just buy ground coffee and use your own little reusable one, and you're also saving you know, from the K-cups going into the landfill every time you use one. So I think I saw recently that we waste a lot in those little K-cups now that everyone has one and everyone uses them and every office has them. So it's really smart to invest in this little guy along with your Keurig. And these are, I want to say, just a few bucks. You can buy them like as a single pack, or you can buy them in a pack of 3 or 5. We got my stepdad a bunch last year for his birthday, and he loves them. My parents use them all the time now with their Keurig. So definitely a really good investment piece here. And you still get really fun flavored coffee. And you can also look up how to make specialty coffees like lattes or things like that here on YouTube and on Pinterest and things like that to find good ways to make like coffee house coffee at home. So the next thing that we have is another kitchen item, and it's our crock pot. Now I will endorse any crock pot for the most part, but the one that I'm specifically talking about is a crock pot with a timer on it. So a crock pot with a timer on it. And we just got this, I'd say probably about 6 months ago, and it has saved us a ton, particularly on Sundays. Now, we used to go out every afternoon on Sunday after church because we'd be at church from about 8 a.m. until like 1 p.m. And so we'd be starving by the time we got out. And so we'd just run somewhere for lunch, either with friends or family members or something like that, or even just on our own, and grab food. Well, what we started doing was putting food in our crock pot, or I would, before we left for church, because that would allow us to have a meal already ready and waiting for us on Sunday when we got out of church. So it's really, really helpful. You set it for however many hours you need, either on high or low, and it shuts off and it goes to warm once it's done with that timed cook. So you can do it, have it cook for less time than you think you need, and have it go to warm for the remaining hours, and it would be like perfect for you. But that's something that we use, and it's cut down on going out to eat every single Sunday after church. We do still go out every now and then with our family or friends, But it saves us from having like a $30 bill for lunch after church, and it also allows us to have both a lunch and a dinner option for each Sunday. So we're not kind of looking around saying, well, what do we do? Or going out twice on a Sunday or things like that. So that saved us a ton. Whoop. The third thing I want to share with you is this little light box here. So this is an LED light, and what it is used for, what I use it for, is to do my nails. So I give myself a gel manicure, and these are just some of the polishes that I have and love. And what I do is each week I give myself my own manicure. So it's really helpful. It saved us a ton. I used to be absolutely obsessed with both artificial nails and like going and getting my like full sets done and touch-ups done or fills done every 2 weeks or so, and that costs a lot. And then, you know, of course, when you're at the nail salon getting your nails done, then you want to get your toes done, then you want to get your eyebrows done, and it just racks up to be like $100 or $70 or something every time you go. So it was a really big expense that we literally cut out, or I cut out, when we started really focusing on paying off debt. And so what I would do is just paint my nails, but my nail polish would chip after like a day or maybe half a day, or if I was really lucky, 2 days. But I started looking into gel nails and looking into like a gel kit and an LED light. And so I actually was gifted this for Christmas, and I've literally used it every single week since Christmas. It's now July. I've used it literally every week. So I just do my nails once a week. It lasts about 2 weeks, but I like to just change it up just because I get bored easily. So I change it up, and I do them every week on the weekend, and it takes me about, I don't know, half an hour or 40 minutes or so, and I just do it while my husband and I are watching TV, and I'm good to go. I'm saving a ton of money. I don't go to the nail salon literally at all anymore. I do my own toes as well, so it saves us a ton. And what I do to get different polishes whenever I feel like I need a new polish option, I just take my own personal spending money, and I go to like a Sally's Beauty Supply and purchase a gel nail polish or two, depending on if there's a sale or not, and I'm good to go. So it's really, it doesn't take very many supplies, and it looks, I mean, I think it looks great, personally. But yeah, it's really, really helpful and saved us a ton. So the fourth thing that we have is not a physical thing, but it is Hulu, which is a subscription. So it's similar to Netflix, but it's for shows that are on air like currently. So my husband and I do have a Hulu subscription, and so we use that in lieu of having cable or you know, paying for that cable cost. So that saved us a lot. Our cable bill, when we first got married and were using cable and had like a DVR and all of that stuff, it would be like $120 or something like that every month. So that's quite a big expense. Now we do have really good quality internet now, and we do have just like basic cable channels. So our bill is about $60, $70 a month, but that's a huge savings. And then we just get Hulu, which is, I believe, $12 a month. So we are able to see lots of current shows. We're able to watch a ton of movies that paired with Hulu and Netflix. So you can do either or you can do both, right? But we love Hulu, and it works really well for us. We're really happy with it, and it's something that is saving us quite a lot of money each month. So gotta love that. So the fifth thing that I have to share with you guys today is for all of my planner girls out there, it is a laminator. Now this is something that I used to think was so weird for people to own, like their own laminator. Like, I don't know, I always just think of like a laminator, and I think of like being in high school or like elementary school and seeing teachers like laminate things, and I don't know, it's so weird. But anyway, I did invest in one of my own, and it's not a very big investment. It was like $20 or something from Walmart, and they also have them at Target as well. But they're about $20, and then you can get the laminating sheets, which I buy, I believe it's about a 20-pack or so for $5 or $6, $7 maybe. But it's really, really helpful because you're able to play around with things in your planner if you'd like to. I use them to make like meal plans. I laminate a meal plan sheet, and then I use that each week. I do the same thing with a chore list in my planner each week. I'm able to make my own dividers, my own like inserts or like rulers or things like that. So it's given me a lot of options that I would have to go onto Etsy and pay for. And I've looked at dividers before I started really focusing on like making my own, and they're literally like $40 or something for a set of as many as I would need. I use about 7 dividers in my planner, and to get 7 on Etsy made by someone else, it was quite a bit of money. So for literally double what I spent on the Laminator would be for one set of inserts, and I like to change them often, so I'm able to do that with the Laminator and just purchasing like a paper pad at Michael's for about $5 when they go on sale. So really, really great thing to have and great investment, especially if you are a planner junkie like I am. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Those are the 5 things that we have invested in or that we've purchased on a regular basis to help us save money. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a comment below and tell me what one thing is that you purchase or are looking to purchase to save yourself some money and to help you get out of debt faster. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.